I've watched many morning routine videos, and after watching Thomas Frank's My New Better Morning Routine, I decided that for 30 days I would do an experiment and challenge where I would take on his morning routine, and in this video I'll be sharing my experience with you. Going into this, I knew there'd be some parts that I wanted to change and adapt, so that's exactly what I did. When starting this 30-day experiment, I knew that I wanted it to develop into a regular morning routine. If that changed, that was absolutely fine, because it's all about learning and figuring out what works best for you. And I knew that I wanted it to involve something called a keystone habit, which Charles Duhigg talks about in his book, The Power of Habit, which is essentially one habit that can have a chain reaction and affects multiple other areas of your life. So by incorporating this keystone habit, it can really help you develop even more good habits. And like examples can include like going to the gym, meditating, time management, or like even making your bed. As shown in this video, Thomas Frank's morning routine goes something like this. At 6:30 AM he wakes up, he feeds his cat, he waters his plants, does some pull-ups, goes outside for a 10 to 15 minute walk while listening to an audiobook or podcast, has breakfast, then does some learning such as reading, which could even be a book or a longer article, has a shower, and then gets to work, either at home or at a coffee shop. I decided that I wouldn't exactly follow the routine that he was doing. Firstly, I don't have a cat, so that gets crossed off the list. And secondly, as I'm walking around campus during the day, I decided that I can get sunlight exposure then and listen to podcasts then as well, so I don't need to incorporate in my routine because I'll be doing that later in the day anyway. I started this 30-day experiment soon after moving to university, and this was quite well planned and timed because I've seen that lots of research has shown that after having a big change in your life, such as where you live, it is easier to make good habits to stick because you're having all these changes. So I really took hold of that opportunity. This is the routine I started with. I would wake up at 7 AM, then I would wash my face, brush my teeth, drink some water, do 10 push-ups, meditate for 5 minutes, have a shower, get ready for the day, and then have breakfast. This routine, it worked quite well for me, but after about 1 week, I wanted to start incorporating going to the gym in the morning. So I moved the time back. I was waking up from 7 AM to 6 AM, and I was used to waking up early because for the last 2 years, I was waking up about 6:30 AM nearly every day. Like when I was going to school, that's when I was waking up. So I was used to it. It wasn't too difficult to get used to waking up at 6 AM, only half an hour earlier to what I was really used to. So the habit was already built up, and going to the gym became my keystone habit. So this is how I laid out my morning routine. From 6 to 6:40 AM, I would wake up, wash my face, brush my teeth, and then have a pre-workout meal, which tended to be something like a yogurt or a banana, or even both. And then from 6:50 to 7:50, I would be in the gym, or I'd be working on my content/brand. Then from 7 to 7:30, I'd have a shower, get ready for the day. Then from 8 to 8:30 to 9, I would have breakfast. For this routine, I wanted to go to the gym 3 days a week and work on my content/brand 2 days a week. And what I did is I realized that it was going really well, but there was still some room for improvement. I wanted to move back the time I'd go to the gym for 15 minutes, so that gave me more time in the day, and especially if I had a 9 AM class, so I could make that, because if I did have one and I was using this routine, I would have to leave the gym earlier, so I would make sure I would incorporate that because I wanted to be more consistent. And I found that leaving meditating till after I got back from the gym, maybe just forget it or not be bothered to do it, so I can just get on with the day. So I decided to make sure I do that before I leave to go to the gym, that way I'm not skipping out on it. So the following routine is what I started to follow near the end of the 30 days. 5:45 to 6:20, I'd wake up, wash my face, brush my teeth, meditate, journal, get ready for the gym, pre-workout meal. Then from 6:30 to 7:30 would be in the gym or working on my content/brand. Then 7:40 to 8:10, have a shower, get ready for the day. Then 8:10 to 8:40, I will have breakfast. This routine works quite well, and I can really see myself following this for quite a while, but there is some parts I realised I started to incorporate too many things that I hadn't really built up the habit for yet. So I'm removing some parts, and then I'm going to be adding them as the months go on, because like habit building and all of these things are more about adding things slowly so they become longer lasting effects for you and your life, instead of trying to do loads at once. So this is the routine I'll be following now. I was sitting down editing this piece, and I realised that I failed to mention something really important, and that is that, yes, there will be times where things don't go to plan, and it's absolutely fine. Don't feel this absolute big pressure that you have to be on it 100% of the time. If you're still doing the things and you're like 90%, 80% of the way there doing it, it's still fine. I know through seeing routine videos, you might think, okay, I have to be on it 100% of the time, but really, no, you don't, and nobody really is. So that's just something you have to just be like, okay, and yeah, you're good. And also, like, you just remember, you're in control, I'm in control, we can decide what we want to do. Also, this experiment that I did is like the first of my self-improvement experiments, I would say. Like, because I've seen lots of like self-improvement experiences from the likes of Nathaniel Drew and Matt Diavella, and they look quite interesting, the way that approach to self-improvement. And yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. Here's the first video. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Made it more interesting instead of just normal self-improvement. It's more of a challenge, and I get to make a video out of it. So there you go. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please consider subscribing, especially if you are interested in topics like this. And also, Instagram, Step Today Photography, also over there. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys very soon.